Top Gun Raceway was formed about 20 years ago with a board of directors referred to as the Motorsport Safety, Inc.,
which was a nonprofit organization that was put together to raise money to start construction of a drag strip.
And they wanted to get the illegal drag racing off of the streets of Fallon and the surrounding communities.
They held races for 3 years, raising money at the Fallon Naval Air Station.
But after a while, we realized that it was starting to grow into such a large event there at the Naval Air Station.
They worked for a year or so after that, or two, to find some property, and they found a piece of property that the BLM would let the county build the facility. And they started construction in 1991. In June 1995, the track opened for its first race. This track is an NHRA sanctioned facility. About 10 years ago, was able to negotiate with NHRA and host its first NHRA Division 7 Lucas Series race, and has been holding one of those races every year since. We are one of the longest and one of the smoothest tracks located in Division 7.
This is a very, very cool racetrack, and it's really special to come to these types of tracks.
Top Gun is one of the better tracks that we race at. We've been racing up here for 15 years, and every year they do more improvements to the track and the pit area. Now we have a nice pit area, we have nice staging lanes, and a nice thoroughfare to get from the staging lanes to the track and back.
Top Gun Raceway in 2010 was voted our Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series Track of the Year, and that's an award that's voted on by the racers in the Pacific Division. That's probably the highest honor they can get. Just a great tribute really to how they treat everybody and how much of a good time everybody has when they come here.
Top Gun has received numerous awards from the NHRA Division 7 for most improved track. We've been awarded for the smoothest track as well. Top Gun is famous for one of the longest shutdown areas in Division 7, which is a good plus when it comes to high horsepower and high mile-an-hour cars. We're able to attract a lot of racers from a lot of different states because of our location.
There are 7 divisions where competitors can race closer to home. We're in Division 7, or the Pacific Division, and that's where Fallon Top Gun Raceway is a part of that points championship.
The top reason I believe the drivers like coming to Top Gun is we're a small town, so we have a small town atmosphere. The track was designed to flow, so you flow right from the pit area, right to the staging area, right to the starting line, and when you finish at the shutdown area, it brings you right back to the pit.
One of the things that's so neat about NHRA is that we get to run big shows, might have 30 or 50,000 people on hand, and then we also get to come to more rural racetracks where it's a much more of a small town environment. It's interesting to see a lot of the local businesses and the different people in town come out and get involved and really appreciate the show coming to their town. So that certainly makes us feel good.
What really makes this place so much fun is it's kind of like an old school track, as we say, that everybody's here to really have a good time. They provide a great racetrack for us, but it's really about the people and how they do everything.
We have racers that help run the track, so they understand what racers need.
And that's one of the things that makes it so great is, like I say, they know everything that racers want to see.
We're very accommodating, and I think that's one of the big reasons the people like to come here, because it's really kind of a family experience. That's really what it's all about, is getting out on the weekend and enjoying yourself and having fun, and also having some competition that goes along with it.
A typical run for us, we'll do our wet burnout and back up. and then we'll pull up and we'll light the first light, which starts the staging procedure. Then we'll make sure we have the clutch all the way in and the brake locked, and we'll bring the motor up to almost 7,000 RPM. So the motor with the centrifugal clutch is trying to leave. We light the second light, which means we're good to go. As soon as the ambers come on, we let go of the clutch, we floor the throttle, let go of the brake, all at the very same time, and then immediately the car starts to accelerate. It pulls over 3 Gs, and it pulls really, really hard in low gear. As soon as it starts to leave, your job is to keep it right in the groove and look for the shift light. In about 2 seconds or so, the shift light will come on. You shift it from first to second, still keeping it in the groove. About half track or a little after, you'll get the light to shift it from second to third. That's high gear. Now you're keeping it in the groove, watching the RPMs and looking for the finish line. As soon as you get to the finish line, let off the throttle, push in the clutch, hit the parachute levers, and come down to the fuel shutoff and the brake lever. So that's what we do in a little over 5.5 seconds, 260 miles an hour.
Here at Top Gun Raceway, we have a multitude of different categories, from junior dragsters, which kids as young as 8-year-olds may race, to the Super Pro category, which you can be 70 or 80 years old. You can race that category also. We have a category for everybody out here. High school students, we have classes for moms and dads, you name it, we can run you out here at Top Gun Raceway.
We run all the sportsman categories in the NHRA Division Lucas Oil Series, all the way from top alcohol funny cars, top alcohol dragsters, super comp, super gas, super street, stock eliminator, comp eliminator. We like to bring out exhibition cars. We run jets here. We'll run nostalgia fuel cars. The community really has a good feel for the track and the support of the track all the way through. We bring lots of racers and lots of money through the local community. Motorsports is big here in Churchill County. Racers love coming here. It's a hometown, relaxed atmosphere because the racers seem like they're kind of in a different mentality. They're more easygoing, and we just kind of come here and have a good time.
You know, we have a great relationship with the track. They treat all the racers wonderfully well and just really go out of their way to make sure everybody has a good time.
Hey, you know what? I would like to tell you what these guys do right here at Top Gun Raceway in Fallon, Nevada. From before you arrive here, they're working hard here to make sure that we're welcomed and that the town's really embracing what's going on out here. We come out here, they make sure that we're set up, we have what we need. They're bringing people out to the track. They get the crew members involved in some fun events in the evenings. It's just from start to finish. You can tell that people around here really love NHRA drag racing and they appreciate that we're coming to town. It's just an enjoyable deal from start to finish.